every Friday on our website. Red feather deep, has the receiver who breaks a tackle. It's Bovine. Bradley trying to catch him. He won't. And Oklahoma City on the first play of their next drive busts it loose and they regain the lead. Are you kidding me? Tiberius Bovine once again making the big play. Unbelievable. One wide receiver either side for Mike, and Daza will flip it out to Sim, and Sim makes the play. 10-5 touchdown. The doctor is in. The Crabs have a lead. Oh, mama! There goes that man.
To the right, single receiver to the left. Dunhill to throw, has time, goes deep down the left-hand side. That was complete behind the defense. They can't catch him. 10-5 touchdown. Atlanta. Boo Chisholm does it again.
Hand off to English on a first down, trying to get it around the left-hand side. Takes the long way around, but still picks up the first down. Still on his feet, down the sideline. Johnny English past the 20, 10. He scores again. Touchdown, Honolulu. On one of the craziest runs after fake punt, pass, kick, whatever I've ever seen. Unbelievable.
Mama, there goes that man.
I mean, he goes 5 yards back before he scores.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment about that, but I'll keep my comments to myself because he took this one to the house. He was blazing. 51 didn't have a shot.
So the Skyhawks having trouble on first and second down sometimes in terms of moving the chains, but they have converted on a decent amount of these third downs. I believe they've only had to punt once. Snap back, handoff to English, right up the gut. English fights his way for a first down again, and can you believe that? Johnny English, that's the second time on third down the man has just taken the ball and ran right up the gut for a first. This is a man possessed, ladies and gentlemen. He wants this Skyhawk team to succeed, and it looks like he's...
Split backs for Louis Ndula. Josh to throw, runs right into Big Sexy.
Big Sexy. Another country has heard from. Oh, yeah.
He just blew right by the offensive tackle. Gave him one little move and boop, down the cornerback went.
Split receivers and offside, and Snowden's going to take the handoff. Snowden, Richard Snowden spins back inside, breaks a tackle and scores. That's going to be a touchdown, DC. How in the world did he keep his balance and move the other way?
Wow, that's well, we were just talking about it too. You know, Snowden's got that ability to break away, and had he had more field there, he was definitely able to keep going. You know, he goes through the whole guy, doesn't have a whole lot of room there. One guy misses a tackle, he spins on him another, and shakes off that one right down there at the end and is able to get in there. So DC is shown early on. They set the pace with the first touchdown, and then they come and they answer back with a great drive there.
Walker's deep pass is picked off. That's interception number 3 on the night. Eddie Gage gets up and returns it to the 34. How about Baltimore's defense against Kevin Walker? He did not throw 3 interceptions all of last season in any game. And only 2 times in his career has Walker thrown at least 3.
These two defenses right now canceling each other out. Showing a blitz up the middle, they bring it. Bentley running right into it. Bentley gets away from it. Bentley's got a first down. Breaks a tackle. Ray Bentley, he's gone. And the Aztecs are going to score and get on the board. Welcome to the game, Ray Bentley. And the Aztecs are right back in it just like that.
We welcome you to Simulation Football League action. The Sioux Falls Sparrows are taking on the Indianapolis Ramblers here in Indianapolis. There is a look at the beautiful city skyscape. Week 10 SFL action awaits us on the other side. I'm Andy Hamilton. Joining me in the booth, Nate Hall. Nate, these two teams have met once before. This is their second time they're going to get together.
Yeah, and Sioux Falls won their first meeting 30-14 last season, and their one and only meeting that they had. But Sioux Falls stuck in a win, lose back and forth this season. And if this game is any indication, they're on schedule or on track to lose this one, but they're going to try to break that streak here this evening. The Indianapolis Ramblers coming in on a 3-game win streak of their own. They're going to try to extend that to 4 here this evening. These two teams have great passing offenses, and different aspects of their passing defense are great as well. We'll get to that as this game progresses going forward.
A Central Division battle awaits us on the other side. A tight division right now, Nate. Just less than 3 games separate the top Minnesota Legend and Tulsa Desperados, and the bottom Sioux Falls Sparrows, who are at 4-4, still in good shape to potentially win the division. So this is a very important game. Both teams have it circled on their schedule, and we are just about ready to get it going. Sioux Falls wearing the white uniforms, black helmets. Indianapolis at home wearing all grays with the white numbers. We will remind you of that as we go, since both uniforms have the accents as the main colors. Sioux Falls kicks it away, and Indianapolis will start with the football. Return brought out from the goal line, out across the 20. Spins, Rockefeller only gets out to the 25. Nate, he has been a special teams demon tonight, or this season, I should say, and they hold him in check here on the first play.
Yes, they do. He had 2 special teams plays that went for 6 points each in their last game that they played, but they do hold him in check here on the first kickoff.
And that's all we'll say about that tonight. 3-3 look out of Sioux Falls to start this one off. 1st and 10 for Colin Pierce and this offense. Pierce fires across the middle. Oh, it's collected into the breadbasket there of Randy Pierce. The family connection works out. It was almost picked off.
I thought it was going to be picked off for all purposes. It probably should have been, but somehow Randy Pierce was able to keep his eyes on it, collect that in, had enough wherewithal to bring it in for a good 9-yard gain.
Gerald Smith and Ron Haynes on the stats truck for us. Almost put in interception, had to put in catch at the end of the day. Short drop. Pierce fires outside. That is a 50 tight end seam, which is caught by Ryan Roosevelt there for first down yardage.
Yes, and Ryan Roosevelt, leading receiver on this squad in their last game, had 148 yards, 2 touchdowns last time out. He is one to look out for in this game today against Sioux Falls. Look for him to get the ball early and often.
Pierce now a 2 for 2 for 17 yards. Christian Pierce is the back. He is in the backfield right now. They will throw for the 3rd time tonight. Sioux Falls bringing pressure, and they got home. Oh, what a shot there. A loss of 6 and a sack for James Kelly.
And hit that home run, James Kelly, and knock it out of the ballpark. You deserve it. Getting in the backfield for a big 6-yard loss on that sack. Just getting Pierce down on the ground in a hurry.
3 wide here, 2nd and long. Sioux Falls only rushes 4, dump outside. That's going backwards again. Christian Pierce loses another chunk of yards, and it's 3rd and 21.
Yeah, Pierce for some reason was going the wrong way after he caught that ball. He probably should have went forward after he caught it, but his momentum took him the opposite direction. Now we're looking at a 3rd and a country mile going on this 3rd down play here. 2 of the top 3rd down rated teams in the SFL, though.
This is a tall task here. 5 wide, gun tray open. Pierce going for the deep shot on the corner route. That's tipped up and incomplete. Good coverage there by Terrell Davis.
Yeah, there was no chance that that was going to be brought in and caught by Jeff Banfield. Good coverage on that play by a defender. Tapped up in the air and incomplete, and Indy will go 0 for 1 early in this game on 3rd downs, and it will bring up 4th and a punt early in this ball game.
Yeah, and Sioux Falls defense there, Nate, gave up 1 first down, but just barely did that 9-yard catch on the deflection that could have been picked off. Sioux Falls defense looking good here to start this one out. They get the ball back for their offensive unit. Return here only out to the 42, and Julian Tyree, the veteran, leads his team out.
Yeah, Julian Tyree, we're on watch for him tonight. He's only about 18 completions away from getting 5,000 completions in his career, so we'll look forward to him getting that possibly here this evening, depending on how well he does. But he is a veteran of this league and just one of the top guys here in the SFL.
Give left side. That is open running room there, and huge yardage for Jason Williams, who makes his way out to the 37.
Jason Williams on his first run there gets more than he did his entire game in their win against Florida last time out, because he only had 7 yards on 11 carries, and he gets a first down, his first touch, just following the blockers to the left side. What a run.
Hadrian Marlowe was out there leading the way there, the left tackle, the rookie. First round pick, 5th overall. Leading the way here for 21 yards, says Ron Haynes, and we trust him out to the 37. Tyree going to throw this time out to Williams. Williams meets a little more traffic, picks up 4.
Yeah, they like to use Williams out there in the flats as well. He had 8 completions in that win against Florida. Also gets his first one here for a good 4-yard gain. He averages about 4 to 5 yards per pop in that flat route, so gets good yards whenever he does catch those.
Gun split spread look here for Julian Tyree, 15th season in the league. Looking to throw on the arrow route. That one is caught, collected, and cashed in for a first down out to the 22. A.J. Warren, the 10-year veteran, introduces himself to the Indianapolis defense.
And when you've got a 10-year vet on your squad as a third-string wide receiver in your lineup, that shows you what kind of veteran squads Sioux Falls has in their offense. Just an amazing group that this offense has, and a great slant play to get that first down.
4 wide against a nickel look here out of Indianapolis. Tyree, play action pass, PA 43 sprint post, and the post is not there. Knocked down there on the other end for Indianapolis. The deflection is made by Bryant James, the strong safety.
Yeah, but it looks like he had Julian Tyree had AJ Warren in the back of the end zone. Maybe need a little bit arc on that pass to get him back there, because he was wide open, just couldn't get it up there for the touchdown.
Give on 2nd and 10. Williams finds room, makes it 3rd and 3.
Good 7 yards here for Williams, as he's going off tackle this time on the right side and bring up a 3rd and short. I believe this is the first 3rd down for Sioux Falls in this game, and as I said, these are 2 of the 3 top 3rd down percentage efficient teams in the SFL.
Tyree in the shotgun will look to throw it on 3rd and 3. Check down. Williams got a long way to go, and he'll get stopped. Not going to get there. Indianapolis was on the spot. Ernest McCray Sr. ends that drive there at the 17.
Wow, and a stop by Indy's defense this time puts a stop to that drive, and now we'll see a field goal attempt coming up for the kicker for Sioux Falls. That is Zastral Black here.
Kick up and on the way, and Black will put Sioux Falls, wearing white and black, in the lead. 3-0 on top of Indianapolis. And Nate, when you're in the division like this, every drive feels important.
Yeah, it really does. And Sioux Falls for sure was probably hoping for 6 that drive, but just couldn't get the last 20 or so yards to get it in the end zone. Indy coming up with a big stop before they could reach that red zone. Good stop to really stop them to 3 there on that first drive for their defense.
Kick is away, and we'll see what Kanye Rockefeller has to do with this one. Rockefeller not very far, only out to the 23. Well, if you are new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players like Nate compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. Short drop, quick throw deep down the middle, and a completion there. Roosevelt down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a couple of times now that Roosevelt has burned this defense for Sioux Falls, and this time Pierce just able to sit back there, find an open Roosevelt behind the defense, and a just beautiful pass to get it over there for a nice first down completion.
He had 9 grabs for a $148 last week. He is leading the league in receptions, yards, touchdowns, and targets, and he got another one there. 29-yard catch for Roosevelt. Throw outside, wide open with plenty of space is Jeff Banfield, and Banfield's got a first down to the 34.
And you got to wonder where the defense was on that play, because the Sioux Falls defenders wasn't even within 5 yards of Banfield on that right-hand side once he caught that ball. Sioux Falls corners have to play a little bit closer, just like this here on this man defense coming up on this first down play.
Back-to-back multi-digit yard catches. Roosevelt adds 3 in a row now over 10 yards. They went 29 yards, 14 yards, and that one was 14 or 15 itself.
Well, that man press by Sioux Falls didn't really help, though, on that first down play as Roosevelt just breaks off a beautiful out route on that left-hand side, and the defender couldn't keep up with them there. Another first down, and they're almost to the red zone already here on their second drive.
Colin Pierce, third most attempts in the league. Going to throw again, deep down the middle. Outside and knocked away there. That one, Derek Williams got a hand on.
Yep, that outside linebacker, Derek Williams, put a big paw up there to just knock that one away. And a second down. Good defensive play by him.
And that will be the first incompletion for second incompletion, for Colin Pierce. Now 6 of 8 for 68 yards. 8.5 yards per attempt. Going to throw it again. Flip outside and going backwards. That's the second time Christian Pierce has caught the ball. Second time he's touched the ball, and he got flattened both times in the backfield.
Yeah, Nathan Barnett and Terrell Davis, both corners, were out there to stop that play. They knew that out route on the right-hand side wasn't going to that receiver out there, but on the sidelines. Once they knew it was going out in the flats, they were back in the backfield in a hurry to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, if I'm Colin Pierce, I'm careful. Anytime I want to check it down, I better throw it forwards, not backwards. He's lost 8 yards on 2 grabs so far tonight. 3rd and 12. Fire, the out route. Roosevelt falls over and only will keep them in field goal range. Nice job by Sioux Falls of giving them a little bit, but not the whole caboodle.
No, and now that we've had 2 consecutive drives end in field goal attempts, each by their kickers here, this one coming up by Top Kiefer, I feel like points are going to be at a premium for each of these teams here.
Absolutely. Kick is up and on the way, and we are tied back up. The 35-yard field goal is good. 3 apiece here in Indy.
Yeah, Top Kiefer here, just able to get this kick up and through. But like I was saying, though, this Central Division matchup, neck and neck through the first couple of drives, each by these 2 teams, and no separation shown at all between these 2 teams. And yeah, points are going to be at a premium. These 2 defenses are stopping drives and not allowing touchdowns so far through the first 7 minutes.
Here is the return. Yeah, Nate, when you look at the defenses on paper, Indianapolis 21st best defense in points allowed. Sioux Falls 25th best in points allowed. The offenses really have a good opportunity here to get to work, but it's the defenses early that are shining.
Yeah, but both passing defense have different aspects of them that are good, though, because I'll get to that, though, after this play.
4-3 look out of Indy. Quick throw offline.
Yeah, just off there by the quarterback, Julian Tyree. But as I was saying, though, Ramblers' defense are 9th in passing yards allowed per game at 274. And Sioux Falls' defense has only allowed the second fewest touchdowns at 11 per game. So there's different aspects of these two passing defense that are good and top 10 in this SFL.
4 receivers wide for Tyree on second down. Play action, looking for the deep ball. Oh, wide open receiver. Look out. It's a foot race now. Michael Knight. Knight across the 20, across the 10, the 5. No one's going to touch Michael Knight. He's in for the long touchdown for Sioux Falls.
Are you kidding me? Last week, the name of Michael Knight gets put on the map with the game-winning touchdown against their game with the Florida Storm. And if you didn't know the name of Michael Knight by now, well, now you do, because he just beat the defense of Indianapolis with that throw and touchdown. And what a catch and run by him to get the first touchdown on the board by Sioux Falls and get 6 points on the board, the first 6 points of this ball game.
First catch for Michael Knight tonight, and he takes it the distance, 74 yards. Get this, coming into the game, Nate, he had 7 catches for 42 yards and a score. That's the 8th catch for Michael Knight this season, 2nd touchdown.
And the 2 touchdowns, like I said, the first touchdown all season for him was a game winner. The second one for him, over 70 yards, and a big one to break this 3-3 deadlock. This guy is turning into a playmaker, and a big one at that, the second half of this season. And defenses better look out for this guy.
That is the 2nd career touchdown for Michael Knight, and he puts Sioux Falls out in front 10-3 over Indianapolis. Kanye Rockefeller, a chance now to answer and counter, only out to the 22-yard line, and that is where Indianapolis will take back over. Let's take you through the full Indianapolis offense. Colin Pierce, Christian Pierce, quarterback, running back. Rob Hunt, Jay Viper, Ryan Roosevelt, Jeff Banfield, the receivers. Randy Pierce, the tight end. Chad Rowland and Max Van Linge are the offensive linemen. Topher Kiefer does the kicking, also known as top. That rookie has their 3 points tonight. First down, 10 to go. Flip outside, and that is caught for 4 yards, and we'll take you through the Sioux Falls defense while we're at it. Darius Hawkins, James Kelly, the defensive ends. Mike Wagner and Johnny Van Man are the defensive tackles. Nick Fargo, Derek Williams, Jason Strongbow, the linebackers. John Barnhart, Nathan Barnett, Terrell Davis are the corners. Jay Ringgold, Nana Leahy, and A.J. Levy are the safeties. Second down, 6 yards to the stripe, and this throw is deep and offline. Maybe a little interference. Nate, your thoughts?
I'm not sure if number 34 there for Sioux Falls got there a little bit early. Terrell Davis might have had good positioning on that one to tip it away, but incomplete. Whatever the case, the flag stays in the ref's pocket, and it's third down coming up, and a big third down coming up here for Indy's offense.
Sioux Falls walks up to play bump coverage. We'll see if they stick in or do they bail out. They do bail a little bit. Man coverage, though, and the slot receiver is wide open for first down yardage. Jay Viper.
Yeah, that's going to be Jay Viper's first catch of this ball game, and good enough for the first down as he goes on the slant pattern past the 45-yard line to move the chains, and that's going to put a good spin on things as they move those sticks, and that brings them up to 1 of 2 now on third downs at 50%.
Here is another throw. Pierce outside, wide open receiver, out of bounds though.
And really quick here, I think I misspoke. I think they're 1 of 4 now on third downs, 24%. But at any rate, yeah, they're going to need to get the ball moving. Oh, they're going to challenge this. looks like, perhaps.
Yeah, they want to take a look at it. He was about as open as you can get there on the sideline, and we'll see what the replay will show us here, Nate. Probably a better angle if I had to imagine.
Only need 1 foot in the SFL for a completion.
Oh, he's got two right there.
Yeah, I would say that's going to stand as a completion. That's going to be overturned, I believe.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete.
And they will overturn it. Ref 62 will say that Indianapolis had possession and had the first down yardage, and that moves the Ramblers' drive a little bit further down the field.
Yep, so Indianapolis will not be charged a timeout. That'll be stuck in their back pockets for the successful challenge, and a good challenge there by the coaching staff.
3-3 look here out of Sioux Falls. Down 7. Indy throws again, and this time out of bounds again. A 5-yard catch is made there by Jeff Banfield.
And this time a clear inbounds play by Banfield over on that right sideline. So no question about that one, as he gets a clean completion and a nice 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, he turned to the ref and said, "Was I out of bounds that time?" We've all thought about asking Ref 62 if we've been out of bounds once or twice, huh, Nate?
Yes, absolutely. And asking to borrow some glasses for context, for sure.
Yeah. 2nd and 5. Handoff there is only good for a yard or two. That's the first run for Christian Pierce today. They've been mostly an aerial attacking team, Nate. They go to the ground.
Yeah, but I assume that they're going to go back to the air, though, on this 3rd and 3 play. They are 1 of 3 now on 3rd downs. I keep misspeaking about their 3-down attempts, but they are 1 of 3 now, thanks to the statisticians keeping me on track. Oh, I'm wrong.
No, right back to the ground, and it catches you and Sioux Falls off guard, and it's a first down run for Christian Pierce right up the gut.
Well, now they are 2 for 4 on 3rd downs, is Indianapolis. 50%, still off of their normal pace of over 65%. On 3rd down, I'm sorry, of 63%, I should say, on 3rd down, good for 3rd in the SFL. But they are on pace to get that percentage back if they keep that rate up.
It's a lot of threes there, Nate.
Yeah, it is.
Quick throw deep down the field, and that one's intercepted, coming back the other way. A huge return out in front. Is anyone going to catch Nana Leahy down this right sideline? They have the angle, and they corral her at the 12.
Oh, who got that tackle at the end? We're going to have to see the replay. But first off, Nana Leahy with the tip drill interception at the 18. And after that, off to the races, past midfield. Looked like she was going to go all the way at first, inside the 20. And yes, there it is. Looks like that's going to be Rob Hunt, the 4th-string wideout for Sioux Falls, that saves the day temporarily for this Indianapolis squad if they could come up with a stop of their own. What a hustle play by Hunt, but what a play by defense on Leahy's part.
Split backs here, give right up the middle. And that one there, Nate, was on Jay Ringgold. You've been a defensive player, and the one thing we always teach when your teammate has the ball, you got to block, and Jay Ringgold just ran it. He didn't block a single soul.
No, he didn't block a single soul. He just, you got to block somebody as you're, allowing your teammate to go down the field. But if he would have had a block there, he probably would have nailed it. He'd be in the end zone right now.
Flip outside. Jason Williams is in the end zone, and Sioux Falls has extended their lead, 17-3 off the Leahy interception.
And interception turns to 6 points off of that turnover as a wide open Jason Williams finds himself all alone out in the flats, gets the pass from Julian Tyree and into the end zone for 6 more points. And now finding themselves with a 2-score lead. Indianapolis in trouble early here at home. They need to get an answer here quick.
It was a big turn of events for the Sparrows. I tell you what, Nate, it just felt like Indianapolis was moving down the field at a pace where they were going to be able to start getting back into it, and then boom, all of a sudden, Sioux Falls is walking into the end zone.
Yeah, and how quickly a the an SFL game can change in a matter of moments. Just looked like we were about ready to call a tied game, perhaps with even a 10-10 score with how Indianapolis was driving down the field. But Sioux Falls defense said, no, sir. We are going to get points of our own off a turnover and subsequent touchdown off of that turnover.
And a good note there from Gerald Smith. Both Sioux Falls scoring drives have just been 2 plays. Anytime they use 3 or more plays, they don't get in the end zone. They just kick a field goal. They've had 3 offensive drives. All 3 have made points. But the 2 touchdowns, just 2 plays to get those. They have been a quick scoring offense in this one. Now, Indianapolis will set up and try and recover after that turn of events, and they will start with an outside throw and a pickup of 7 there to Ryan Roosevelt, and that will take us, Nate, to the end of the first quarter. 17-3, Sioux Falls on top of Indianapolis here in Week 10 SFL action. He's Nate Hall. I'm Andy Hamilton. We have Gerald Smith and Ron Haynes in the stats truck for us tonight. Got the main man, Gerald, and Ron doing their work on the numbers, so Nate and I can just say the pretty words. 2 receivers wide, flip outside there, and that is going to be Christian Pierce. First down off of the reception, and Pierce has come a little bit alive in the passing and the running game. He started with 2 negative catches.
Yeah, and you always want to get positive yardage if you're running back, getting catches out in the flats, and that's going to bring him closer to 0 yards now. Probably he'll still be in the negative after having to go backwards earlier in that first quarter. Oh, he is? Yeah, he's still in the negative by 2 yards, but closer to get that 0 mark.
5 wide here, gun tray open. They're going to go with 50 XA post, and they got a receiver down the middle. Ryan Roosevelt down to the 29-yard line, right across the middle of the field on the post.
And look out, Ryan Roosevelt already over 80 yards now with that completion on 7 receptions, and it's only early in the second quarter. This guy is on track for 200, over 200 in this game if he keeps this kind of rate up. Just, wow, what a game he's having so far. Almost at 100 already.
It was a 31-yard grab.
Yikes.
First down, 10 to go. They're going to run 50, tight end seam, and they nearly threw a pick. The linebacker had that one covered. Safeties came over to try and clean it up. Jay Ringgold couldn't quite wrap it around.
Yep, Jay Ringgold almost had the tip drill interception trying to follow up what Nana Leahy did on the previous drive after Nick Fargo had the initial tip there, but couldn't clean it up. It hits the turf, and Indianapolis fans breathe a sigh of relief after that play.
Second down, 10 yards to go. They're in field goal range. Got to protect the football. 3-2 look here out of Sioux Falls. Colin Pierce, the 3-year veteran, floats one across the middle. That one's complete as well. Down to the 8. Indianapolis really knocking on the door now.
And as much as I am a defensive player in the SFL, I always love me a good sliding catch of an offensive player, including a wide receiver. And that is a beautiful sliding catch if I've ever seen one, out of Ryan Roosevelt off of that post pattern down the middle and coming up with it down inside the 10-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal play.
4 receivers wide, 1st and goal from the 8. Looking to throw, fires outside, almost taken away. Oh, Nathan Barnett would have been in a foot race to the end zone. Sioux Falls almost came away with another one.
Nathan Barnett would have had 6, and Nate Hall would have lost his mind for a second time. Look out. That could have been another 6 points off of defense right away, and this could have been a 3-score lead. Indianapolis has got to be careful.
Split backs, 3 receivers wide on 2nd and goal. Short drop, outside throw, caught, and not going to get there. 3rd and goal, 4 yards to go. That catch made by Banfield.
And a big play coming up for Indy's offense, trying to get in the end zone, cut this lead into half. They need to get 4 more yards to do so. Can they get the last 4 they need? I think they go to the air on this one, and I bet they'll look for Banfield probably, or Roosevelt, somewhere across the middle.
3rd and goal from the 4. Pierce fires outside, caught, touchdown. Jeff Banfield barely crosses the goal line, but it counts all the same. 6 for the Ramblers.
And it was Ryan Roosevelt actually on that out route on the left-hand side for the 6. I thought they'd go middle. They go out route left. Doesn't matter. It all counts the same in the SFL. He goes across the goal line, and it's 6 points either way, and 1 point away from cutting this lead into half. Just what they need to do to get back in this game.
Well, and Roosevelt there, I think 4 yards puts him over 100 too, does it not, Nate?
Yes, it does. He already had over 100. He is now up to 122 on the day off of 9 receptions, still midway through the 2nd quarter.
Roosevelt coming alive, Colin Pierce finding him, and that will cut the lead 17-10 now. Indianapolis just 7 points behind. Nate, neither team going silently into this good night. They are going to put up a fight.
Yes, they are. And this could turn out into a shootout quick.
.8:45 to go in the 2nd. Kick is away, and A.J. Levy will have a little bit of room to make his return out across the 25 to the 28. The Pacific Division is up for grabs for the first time in years, and it's the Surging Lycans who get their next crack at dethroning the Vancouver Legion this week on Impact Monday. Cam and Paul start the night off with This Week in the SFL, pregame at 7:15 Eastern, before kickoff at 8:15 Eastern. Join us for Week 10's exciting conclusion on the SFL YouTube. Didn't like that ad read, Nate. Not a fan of it. Play action. Tyree going to fire deep. Caught across the middle. Collected at the 47. Noe Terrazas, I believe it is.
Yes, it is. And that's the first time that we're going to call that name this evening. Because there's only 2 receivers we've called the names of tonight. Knight's been the big receiver here for the Sparrows. But Terrazas gets his first catch of the evening, but it's a big one for a first down, almost to midfield with that completion.
Tyree now up to 113 yards on 75% completion percentage, 156 QBR. Play action again. Outside, that one's caught right at the line. They're going to mark him short. K. Marion, his first grab.
That'd be her, yeah. Her first grab of the game for K. Marion. And K. Marion, who last week was one of the top 2 leading receivers in their win against Florida, had 7 catches for 90 yards, gets her first reception.
Sorry about that, K. 2nd and inches, flip outside, Williams. Williams got the first down just barely. Chad McDevitt put the hit on.
Game of inches in the SFL, and Williams just got that last inch that he needed to cross the first down marker and move those chains one more time as they continue on down the field.
4 receivers wide, nickel look here out of Indianapolis. Tyree going to change the play at the line. Play action. Tyree fires outside, wide open receiver, collects 5. And gets out of bounds there. That is Terrazas.
I would have loved to see Terrazas try to stay in bounds that time and try to move forward for the first down, because that was another play where the defenders for Indianapolis wasn't within 5 yards of the reception and probably could have went forward to get close at least to the first down, maybe within a yard.
4 receivers wide again. Single back in the backfield is Williams. Play action, Tyree. Gonna want it all down the middle and throws a pick. Returned here down the outside. That is Bryant James with the interception.
And Colin Pierce has thrown one interception earlier in this game. Now Julian Tyree returns the favor off a play action pass over the middle. Just beautiful defense that time by the defender there. And now we got Bryant James, and we got one interception each now, and we'll see if this is the spark that this offense for Indianapolis needs to break this one and get themselves even again here in the second quarter.
Looking to throw. Flip outside. That one is caught. That is Banfield who makes the grab and picks up 6.
Banfield and Roosevelt each combining for a combined 14 completions now through this first half, and they're starting to heat up, and they need to Sioux Falls needs to tighten up on those two quick.
Looking to throw. Pressure coming, and he unloaded it, and Kelly was right on him.
First time we've seen any real pressure up the middle in Colin Pierce's face, and that's what Sioux Falls' defensive line needs to get more of if they're going to try to get Colin Pierce uncomfortable back in the pocket so he can't get those deep throws to Banfield and Roosevelt off. They need to get more pressure and more hits on Pierce.
3 receivers wide, split backs. Nickel look here out of Sioux Falls. Looking to throw. This one going deep down the left side, and that's going to fall incomplete. Looked like he had Roosevelt, just couldn't complete it.
Well, when you've got Roosevelt standing in the middle of 5 white shirts from Sioux Falls, it's going to be hard to complete any kind of pass in that general vicinity when you got that many defenders in one area. So need to look for, when you got 5 defenders in that same area, it means you got to have one other defender or one other option as a receiver open somewhere else. You got to look for that second or third option.
High snap on the punt, but they corral it and kick it away. Levy calls for the fair catch, and that will set up with 6:08 this Sioux Falls offense to come back out. Miss any SFL action? It's hard to keep up with every play around the league. Check out highlights of SFL games on SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation, provided by Victor's Valiant, YouTube's premier sports highlight maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all your sports highlight needs. Speaking of highlights, Sioux Falls, 2 touchdowns on 2 two-play drives. We'll see what they got up their sleeve here on 1st and 10 from the 29. Play action play. Tyree outside, tipped away and picked! Coming back, Bryant James, second of the night. Oh, he gets slowed up by his other defender, and he will set up Indianapolis at the 13.
And tackled on the play by A.J. Warren. I'm not sure why he felt the need to try to juke there. Oh, he got
bumped.
Yeah, he got bumped by his own defender there. Looked like another the outside linebacker, Jason Strong, or not Jason Strong, but who was that?
Adam Wiseman.
Adam Wiseman, the inside linebacker, got in the way and allowed the receiver to come back and make a tackle. But good defensive play to get the interception.
Quick throw, quick catch to the goal line, and in! Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jay Viper strikes, and just like that, Nate, we're 1 point away from knotting this thing up.
Yeah, and just like Sioux Falls needed 2 plays to get their touchdown off an interception that Indianapolis threw away, Indianapolis only needs 1 play, 1 completion, 1 catch by Jay Viper to get themselves 1 point. Yep, 1. There's a lot of 1s. I had a lot of 3s earlier. That's a 1. A lot of 1s in a sentence. 1 point away from a tie after that 1-play drive and a 1 catch by Jay Viper.
Man, you are the one tonight, Nate. Top Kiefer is on and puts this one up and through, and both teams knotted back up 17 apiece. We got a shootout here in the Central Division.
Yes, we do, and I said we might. I thought points might be at a premium early in that first quarter when it was 3-3, the way the defenses were starting to play, but now these offenses are starting to break it open off of a couple of turnovers by each of these quarterbacks.
Yeah, well, it's it's still the defense there, Nate. It's still the defense that's making the plays, believe it or not.
Yeah, it is, and we might have a shootout, though, depending on if these defenses can still come up and make plays.
Man, Kanye Rockefeller looked like he was maybe one spin move away from getting busy there on that one.
We could still have a shootout, though, with these offenses, because these two offenses are two of the top passing offenses in this SFL. We keep talking about it. When you've got names on Sioux Falls like K. Marion, Noe Terrazas, Michael Knight, the upstart rookie, man, it's just hard to find a name that they don't have on this team.
Play action, flip. Oh, what a pop there. A 9-yard pickup, but he paid the price.
Yes, he did. And Michael Knight, the defender, said, "Hello, young sir. Welcome to the SFL. You want to make big plays? You're going to get big hits to go along with those big plays. You're going to feel that at the next time around."
Under 5.5 to go here in this first half. 2 in the backfield. Williams with Charlemagne Cornelius up in front of him. They're going to throw this. Flip outside Williams. It's his 5th catch of the night. Makes a little move and has a first down to the 45.
Nice spin move on that play out in the flats by Jason Williams to get the extra yardage he needs to get the first down. Oh, right around the defender there, the linebacker, outside linebacker McDevitt was made to look foolish on that play. I usually don't like to call out names, but that was just a sick move to spin around him to get the extra yards he needed.
Looking to throw, another flip out. Williams, 6th catch, spins off one, won't spin off the second. Brought down there on the outside. Derek Genko, the defensive tackle, out there making a play.
Yeah, originally spun around Blake Prine, the cornerback, to get around him. But as you said, Genko there to clean it up out in the open tackle, with the open tackle out there only after a 3-yard gain.
4 receivers wide. Single back in the backfield, Williams. Play action to him. Looking, moving, flip outside. Williams spins off one. Fumbles the football. It's still on the ground, and I think Sioux Falls grabbed it again.
Luckily for Sioux Falls, the offensive lineman was right there to pounce on it. But how about the presence of mind of Julian Tyree to feel the pressure on the backside of him, to move off to his right and find a wide open receiver to his right-hand side to get to completion.
4-3 look here out of Indy. 2 in the backfield. Tyree, short drop, slant play. Look, throw, caught. Down to the 35. Completion made there. Kay Marion, her 2nd grab of the night.
And Kay Marion, we're starting to call her name a little bit here this evening. Nice first down completion off of that play. Nice slant over the middle. Coming off that left-hand side. Now they're moving, looking to retake this lead after Indianapolis ties it up here with about 3.5 minutes left till halftime, and they'd be good to do so here as we're closing out the first half.
It's been Michael Knight and Jason Williams who have caught touchdowns here for Sioux Falls. Give left side. Williams cuts it back up the middle, picks up 5 on that rushing play. Just the 4th carry of the night for Jason Williams, but a great average, was over 10 yards a carry before that one.
Yeah, he's still over 9 yards a carry, or he is exactly 9 yards a carry after that run right up the middle for 5 yards. Has 36 yards on 9 carries now. Definitely a lot better average than he was last week when he didn't even average 1 yard a carry.
Give off this right side. Williams doesn't get a yard. 3rd and 5 upcoming, Nate, and I think Sioux Falls wants to make sure they're not giving Indianapolis a ton of time to work with.
Doesn't want to give them a ton of time. They want to move the first down, move the chains for a first down. They definitely need to get this one in the air, I believe, and find one of their receivers. Look for this one in the slot, maybe over the middle.
Split spread look. We've seen 50X spot out of this a lot. 3-3 look here out for Indy. 50X spot is ran. Tyree fires across the middle. You called it, Nate. Down to the 10.
And there it is. Number 82 on the spot. Noe Terrazas with a nice slant pattern right over the middle. Like I was saying, I saw that the slot lineup of Terrazas right there, and the defense couldn't cover it. Now first and goal at the 10 at the 2-minute warning.
2 to play here in Indianapolis. 17 a pop. Sioux Falls knocking on the door. One tight end out. Strong eye pro formation. 4-3 look here out of Indianapolis. One safety deep. They're going to drop both of them. Flip outside Williams. Williams only gets a yard.
And that is not going to do it there on that play, as that one goes only for a yard out there in the flats. Needs to get a little bit more here on 2nd and goal.
Minute 38 and ticking. Sioux Falls heavy formation again. Buck 86 for Tyree today. Give right side. Williams walks it for the 6th time today. Down to the 6.
Two plays to that right-hand side in a row. First one goes for 1. The second one goes for 3. I would like to see them. They probably will go to the pass here. I was going to say, look for the slot again in the middle. This time on a slant over the middle.
3 receivers wide, looking to throw. Flip outside, caught to the goal line. No, he's a yard short. Oh, she's a yard short. Excuse me. K. Marion was right there, and they might have to look at that one, Nate. It's under 2 minutes, so you can't challenge. I think you got to look at it.
That was awfully close. Sioux Falls called a timeout to stop the clock. They're not going to look at it, and they're not even going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They're going to settle for 3 and give Indianapolis a chance before halftime. Oh, this could be a huge turn of events if Indianapolis scores.
Sioux Falls going to take the lead and the points. This kick is up and good. The chip shot field goal from about as close as you can get puts Sioux Falls up 20-17, but Indianapolis 57 seconds and 3 timeouts to work with.
3 timeouts, but you know what Kanye Rockefeller can do, and he's sitting back there chomping at the bits to try to get a seam or a crease, try to return this one for big yards.
All right, here we go. Rockefeller will field this one at the 3. Out across the 20, shakes, bakes, out to the 25. 52 seconds. Let's send it to Cameron Irvine for a game break. Cam?
Thanks, Andy. Matt South out of this game with a fracture in his throwing arm, so Cheese Pizza with the dime to Heath McDaniel Jr., and Carolina leads Arizona at Arizona with their backup 24-20 in the 3rd. Back to you guys in Indy.
Well, that's just the wildest thing I've ever heard, Nate. 3 receivers wide, flip, Pierce got the first down. Oh, and a late hit! Jay Viper took a late hit. Oh, wow, A.J. Levy, the veteran, he should have known better.
Yeah, for sure. A.J. Levy, you've been around the block a time or two. You've been in this league for 15 seasons. You've got to keep your head on straight and cannot take that late hit penalty and fall on him late like that. You cost him 15 yards. Did you cost your defense right there? And after that completion made over the middle, that's going to tack on 15 and get that thing inside Sioux Falls territory. What a big break there for Indianapolis.
Well, and it was late, too. It wasn't one of these where, who knows? It was pretty much bang, bang. I mean, that was late.
Yeah, that was for sure a penalty.
Still got about 15 yards to defend here for Sioux Falls. First down and 10. Indy, throw across the middle. There's the yardage. Same play, Viper again.
And it looked like Jay Viper was staying on the ground a little bit longer to see if he was going to get fell on again. But this time, Sioux Falls defenders stayed disciplined. Got close there that time, did Nathan Barnett, but he fell off to the right that time and didn't get called a penalty that time. So good job of falling off to the side and not getting a second 15-yarder called on him.
From here, it would be about a 47-yarder. 3 receivers wide, 2 in the backfield for Colin Pierce. They want more than that. Pierce floats one. Oh, look at the determination there of Jay Viper to get to the football.
Wow.
They'll hurry it up. 33 seconds to throw again. Pierce dropped. He's going to go down. James Kelly with a sack, and Indy will burn their second timeout.
James Kelly with the second sack of the ball game. He had one earlier in that first quarter, got one here. Big time, as it's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up here for Indianapolis. And you got to think Indianapolis is wanting to hit Sioux Falls where it hurts after not going for it on 4th and goal from the goal line and get 6 here as we close out the first half.
4.5 sacks on the year for Kelly. 3rd and 2. Outside throw is caught and out of bounds. Whoa, a little bit of a late push there. Roosevelt with the grab. They're not going to throw the flag. First down, Indy.
Things are getting a little chippy here in Indianapolis, aren't they? As John Barnett with a little bit of a pushy-do out there out of bounds, a little bit late.
Oh, what?
A pushy-do.
Is that the technical term?
Yeah, that's the patented term. It's going to be down in the books.
1st and 10, flip outside. Dangerous play, man. I tell you what, Terrell Davis looked like a blanket all over that guy right there.
Yes, indeed. Davis had all sorts of coverage on that play, and good thing, because that could have been a little bit closer to getting to that 10-yard line and getting closer to scoring range.
Split pro look again. They like to run the tight end seam out of this one. Watch the cornerbacks who are playing man coverage. Looking to throw. Pierce under pressure. And Pierce gets dropped again. Sacked on the outside, I think, and that was Darius Hawkins.
They're saving that timeout.
3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Fires outside. Caught. Banfield out of bounds at the 13.
Good play to Banfield to get out of bounds. They did save that timeout. There's exactly 4 seconds left. Now they're going to bring out Top Kiefer on 4th down to tie this thing up to hit all zeros and tie it up at 20 as we hit the halftime break.
Well, got to be careful with 4 seconds here, Nate. Might go through before the clock hits 0, and A.J. Levy is licking his lips on the other side saying, please, just give me one return.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this field goal and the way the clock is.
Kiefer will line it up. From here, it'll be about a 29, 30-yarder. Kick up, and Kiefer got it from 30.
And the clock is all zeros as we hit the halftime break. But yeah, Top Kiefer, calm, cool, and collected. Looked like there's a little bit of trouble with that snap, and we are tied here at the break.
20 apiece. Indianapolis and Sioux Falls going back and forth. And at the halftime break, it is all knotted. And man, Nate, what a half.
Absolutely, what a half indeed. Wow. Just wow is all I can say about that first half. We're about on track for 80 points total in this game, and the over-under is 57.5. So if you're betting the over, you're in good shape right now with as much points as been scored in that first half of this game.
Indianapolis tees it up. A.J. Levy with the return to start this second half of SFL action. Week 10 football continues here on the Simulation Football League. He's Nate Hall. I'm Andy Hamilton. Ron Haynes and Gerald Smith in the stats truck for us. A look at the halftime stats there. 254 yards for Indy, 230 for Sioux Falls. Indianapolis only 7 rushing yards. Sacks allowed there. Indianapolis allowing 3 of them. The turnover's a big difference.
Yeah, big difference. 2 turnovers that turned into points. Each turnover, I think, turned into points, however, for each team here. So we'll see if that trend continues.
That one deflected away. Wiseman got a hand to it.
And as Sioux Falls comes out to get this second half started here, we'll see what they can do here on their first drive out of the break. Julian Tyree, 9 yards away from 200 yards on the day.
2 in the backfield and looking to throw. Tyree flips outside. Williams with a stiff arm and steps out of bounds, picks up 3.
Good stiff arm by Williams to get rid of that defender and shove him down before he goes out of bounds. But even more importantly, good job by Julian Tyree to find him, because, Andy, that's completion number 18. And that's completion number 5,000 for Julian Tyree's career.
It's impressive out of Tyree. I'm sure he is worried about this next one on 3rd and 7. Wants to get 5,001 and a first down. Throws it across the middle, deflected. He won't get it there. Kanye Rockefeller got a hand to it, and it's a 3-and-out for Sioux Falls. But Julian Tyree, one of the most decorated quarterbacks in SFL history there, Nate, and he deserves all the accolades that he has come across.
Absolutely. Number one in a lot of different quarterback categories in the SFL, including total completions, as well as the yards, I believe, and just one of the best quarterbacks here we have in the SFL. So definitely one of the top guys here in this league.
Punt is away, and Rockefeller returns it out to the 38. Now Indianapolis, the opportunity to get out in front of this home crowd, Nate, and I think Colin Pierce wants to lead him to that.
Yeah, and Pierce is going to want to lead this squad of his offense out for a scoring drive. And I failed to mention that he did reach 10,000 career yards in that first half. He only needed 30 at game start to complete that. He's at 264, so he had that well early in the quarter.
Yeah, he might have had that on one throw, to be honest with you, Nate. That catch made there on the outside picks up 9 more.
Yeah, he probably would have had that his first throw to Ryan Roosevelt. That went for 31 yards early in that first quarter, honestly. But that good completion there. Oh, and Sioux Falls going to challenge that to see if that was inbound. So we'll see here.
Sioux Falls must be pretty certain of it, Nate. They're risking a second half timeout on it. It's a different game in the second half when you're trying to hold on to those timeouts.
It really is, and this could be, if they don't win this challenge here, this could be huge down the stretch, because close ball game and you only have 2 timeouts, that could loom large if they find themselves down at any point here late in the fourth quarter.
Well, he definitely looked to get one down, but did he have possession before the foot was down?
Oh.
They're going to say no, and that's going to be incomplete.
Wow, big turn of events here for Indianapolis, and a good challenge here by Sioux Falls coaching staff. Not charged a timeout, and it's going to be, I believe it's 2nd and 10, correct? Yeah, 2nd and 10 here.
Two backs in the backfield looking to throw. 50 tight end seam again. Flip outside, incomplete again. 3rd and 10 upcoming.
That one for sure was out of bounds. Ryan Roosevelt well out past the marker, or past the sidelines, as he caught that one to set up a 3rd and 10. And 2 quick incompletions for Colin Pierce brings up this big 3rd and 10 coming up, and they need this one to move down the field. Neither team getting off to good starts here in this second half.
3-2 look out of Sioux Falls. Short drop, quick throw. Caught, first down yardage across midfield to the 49. 3rd and 10, no problem for Colin Pierce in this offense.
No problem whatsoever as Jay Viper comes up with a completion. Colin Pierce says, what? I'm not doing good starting the second half? I'll show you. I'll find Jay Viper right there over the middle and beat that Sioux Falls defense. Nice game for the first down. Moving the chains just past midfield.
Aerial attack of Sioux Falls getting pretty good. Colin Pierce throwing it 37 times tonight already. They just 2 runs. This is the 3rd of the night right there. Right on cue, Nate.
We've had a couple of those moments tonight, haven't we, Eddie? This is the 3rd run here by Indianapolis, though. Nick Fargo to clean it up, though, on the tackle after only a 1-yard gain. Christian Pierce not having a great night on the ground. Only 3 carries and 8 yards after having 46 last game.
Quick throw outside, tipped up. Oh, my, man. Get some more stickum for Jeff Banfield. He couldn't grab that one.
And any time that ball stays up in the air for longer than a second or 2, you always hold your breath, because this Sioux Falls defense is so good at getting those tip drill interceptions We saw it already in the first half. They almost had another opportunity right there.
You just never know who's going to come down with it. 5 receivers wide. 3-2 look here out of Sioux Falls. 9:21 to go in the third. Pierce going to throw it for the 39th time tonight. If he can get away from the pressure, he does get away and throws it and almost got it picked off. But he did a magic trick to get out of that pressure. Still couldn't find a receiver, though.
No, and there was 2 receivers in the very same area after he let that one go. I don't think either one of them knew who was supposed to come up with that one. Jay Viper was there, and I believe Ryan Roosevelt was there. So they were like, you get it. No, you get it. No, neither one of us gets in to hit the ground. So 4th down coming up, and they're just going to have to punt this one away.
Punt is away. A.J. Levy will call the fair catch at the 14. Well, next Saturday on Next Level Sports, this Central Division, the other 2 teams in it are taking center stage. 2 6-2 teams, the Minnesota Legend and Tulsa Desperados, will decide who will be in the driver's seat of an automatic playoff berth down the final stretch of the regular season. Catch all the action on Next Level Sports. For a complete channel guide, visit NLSE.com. 4-3 look, gun split pro here for Sioux Falls. Tie ball game for Tyree, looking to throw. Fires this one outside and complete.
Yeah, and we've seen a few of those here in the second half on each side. This one going to Kay Marion. She was well out of bounds herself and gets caught out of bounds and incomplete, setting up to 2nd and 10. I should have told you before this game, Andy, a lot of the games that I call this season end up close ones, probably about 50 to 75% of the time, so I should have told you to buckle up.
Tyree threw that one illegally, and that will get a penalty flag thrown. He is one of the quarterbacks in this league that will run if prompted, and he went a little bit too far on that one.
Yeah, illegal forward pass for sure. Both feet were well past that marker of the original line of scrimmage, and Tyree should have just ran that one, tucked it and ran it, because he would have had 3 or 4 yards on that one before he was tackled. But as it is, it goes back to the original line of scrimmage and a loss of down. So it brings up a 3rd and 10 coming up here for, they lose yards. So it's a 5-yard penalty, I believe. So 3rd and 15.
I believe so. I believe so. Tyree in the gun straight look, throws on the slant play, caught across the middle. 4th and 5 upcoming. That's the second big mistake from a veteran there, Nate, that has cost Sioux Falls with A.J. Levy on that late hit earlier in the game.
Yeah, and big mistake that time by Julian Tyree. Even though A.J. Warren gets a completion that was good for about 10 yards on that play, just wasn't good enough for the 1st down because of that penalty. Look out.
Almost blocked the punt. And the return here, Kanye Rockefeller only out to midfield, not much further. Hey, don't leave this broadcast without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join to check out content for teams and about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'em games, SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon on the menu. The SFL community, 2,000 strong. We will see you there. Handoff, and that one got back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more for Christian Pierce.
And these 2 defenses coming up big this first 3.5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Both these 2 offenses are kind of at a stalemate this first part of the 2nd half, and neither team can move the ball with very much efficiency.
3 receivers wide and a tight end on the all slants play, caught, 1st down yardage out to the 37.
And almost on cue, Colin Pierce once again says, well, I'll just silence you again right there, and completion. 13-14 yards to Ryan Roosevelt. Well, I'll just learn to shut my mouth from now on, and Colin Pierce, you do things, sir, with almost 290 yards on the day.
144 144 of them to number 17, Roosevelt. He goes back to the well. That one's caught. Viper, and Viper late hit again. Something about Jay Viper has got these Sioux Falls Sparrows in a tizzy.
Jay Ringgold this time with the late hit. Are you
Jay on
kidding
Jay.
me? Wow. Are they going to call it on Jay, though? Let's see, because there's a couple of guys there. Yes, it is. Jay Ringgold. Oh, just falling on Jay Viper late after the catch. Just unreal. 2 penalties of the late hit variety after the completion on Jay Viper. They've got to stay more disciplined. There's no reason for these kinds of penalties for Sioux Falls defense. These coaches, these defensive coaches and coordinators on Sioux Falls sidelines probably losing their minds right now.
Ringgold tried to knock the first name out of him. 1st and 10, flip to the end zone, deflected and incomplete.
Barnhart and Ringgold tried to make up for it right there on that one play, both in the same area, both with an opportunity to tip and intercept that pass in the end zone. That would have made up for any kind of error on the late hit for sure. Couldn't come up with it though, and it just goes incomplete.
306 yards passing for Colin Pierce. 42 attempts, and we are not even halfway through the third. Pierce to throw, 43rd time, almost picked.
Oh, man. Nathan Barnett said, give me that one back. Give me another chance. I want 2 hands on the next one. Could have had that for sure. But Indianapolis with 2, usually when we say 2 wide receivers with that are over 100 yards, we Jeff Banfield and Ryan Roosevelt, but no. Tonight it's Viper and Roosevelt, both over 100 yards so far on the season.
5 wide, 3rd down. Looking to throw to the end zone, to the corner, and that one's out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for Roosevelt.
So close. Ryan Roosevelt had more than a couple steps on the closest defender, but he was just a step or 2 out of bounds. Couldn't keep himself in bounds, and that's going to be 4th down coming up, and another field goal attempt for Top Kiefer.
The game will remain close between these two teams. The defense is really starting to buckle down in the red zone. This field goal is up and good, and Indianapolis is out in front.
Top Kiefer now 3 for 3 on field goals in this ball game. He's a big reason that Indianapolis finds themselves in the lead at this stage with about 5 minutes into this third quarter, and just neck and neck this entire game. Neither team can find any kind of separation, and these are the kind of games that I love, with no separation, and you just never know what can happen next.
Return here. Oh, look out, Levy. Oh, man, shake and bake his way to the 33. Couldn't get more than that, though.
Just 1 or 2 more moves to the right. I think he would have broke it open and still been running, but these 2 returners are 2 of the best here in the SFL, and I just think it's a matter of time before we see one of them break a big one here in this ball game.
Setting up here, 1st and 10 at the 33. Tyree, flip outside Williams. Williams shakes, only gets out to the 38.
Try to do a juke move right around the cornerback Blake Prine, but Prine wasn't having any of it, sticking with his man Williams and bringing him down after a 5-yard gain. Good upfield tackle by Prine.
9th grab of the day for Williams. They find themselves down 3 with 5.5 to go in the third. Tyree gonna sprint for it, and man, Indianapolis was all over that one.
Maybe the offensive coaching staff saw something that made them want to try a quarterback sneak there. I'm not sure, but the defensive line was ready for it no matter what. And Derek Ginkgo there wasn't fooled, bringing the tackle for no gain.
Yeah, whatever they saw, rub your eyes and try it again. Derek Ginkgo said no.
Right.
Split spread look, throw across the middle. Oh, man, bang, bang play. Bryant James already had 2 picks today and almost made it a third. It'll be 4th down.
couldn't tell if that was A.J. Warren or Michael Knight there on the attended receiver there. But, yeah, Bryant James on that bang-bang play. Split second from being a PI call probably, but he was there, timed it perfectly on the defensive play, and brings up a good 3-and-out here for this Indy defense to get off the field and get the ball right back to their offense.
Prefontaine on to kick this one away. And Rockefeller, fair catch at the 22-yard line. And that will give a big opportunity here, Nate, to Indianapolis and their offense.
Yeah, it will. And Indianapolis really has a really perfect chance here. If they could get a touchdown somehow to go up by 2 scores, then they could really break this thing open here if they can do that.
You gotta watch the tight end seam here, the out routes and the tight end right up the gut. Looking to throw it, out routes, and Sioux Falls covered it well. That's a coverage sack. James Kelly, I think, got another one.
That's his third, if so, and James Kelly has been in that backfield on hurries and sacks all game long. What a swim move around that tackle there on that left-hand side of the line, and just couldn't. That offensive lineman couldn't stay with Kelly, and Kelly's in the backfield once again.
It's a loss of 7, 2nd and 17 for Indianapolis. Short drop, looking to throw. That one's caught, and Randy Pierce will cut into it, make it 3rd and manageable.
5 for 11 is Indianapolis now on the game on 3rd downs. This was a 2nd down play, but bringing up the nice completion on Randy Pierce's part. But a 3rd down coming up, and this is what I want to get to. 5 of 11 on 3rd downs is Indianapolis, well off of their rate that they're usually at of 62%. And neither one of these teams do well on 3rd downs. Let's see what they do here.
Oh, man, plucked right out from underneath the defender. Ryan Roosevelt did a lot there to even catch it, Nate, and he's still a yard short.
Yeah, just didn't run his out route far enough towards that 1st down marker. He didn't get far enough to get the 1st down here, and it's going to be 4th down, another 3-and-out by these defenses. And again, these defenses keep coming up big for each of these teams.
Punter is on. A.J. Levy will set up with Sioux Falls for the return. Levy will shake a little bit and get out to the 41-yard line. And now Sioux Falls with a chance to get right back out in front or tie it up.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Sioux Falls score since the first half. We've gone through most of this 3rd quarter. And Sioux Falls really hasn't done much this 3rd quarter offensively to speak of. And we'll see what they do here on this drive.
3 receivers, 2 tight ends out for Sioux Falls. Looking to throw, float one across the middle. Tipped, almost caught, and incomplete at the end of the day. Wiseman, another deflection.
Yep, Wiseman gets his paw up there to knock it down and incomplete. Looked like Cornelius might have been out there from his fullback position to maybe catch that one off of that deflection over the middle, but incomplete 2nd down.
Split backs, single receiver to the bottom of the screen. 4-3 look here. And they're going to run it right up the middle with Williams. Not much doing.
Yeah, and Williams gets another run for only a 1-yard gain. Wiseman with another tackle on the day. Now I believe he is up to 5 tackles, now on the day, filling up his stat sheet nicely.
Looking to throw. Play action on 3rd and 9. Flip outside. Oh, the open receiver with the catch.
Kate Marion on that left side before he goes out of bounds. Nice corner route by Kate Marion. Able to beat both defenders that were out there on that side. Prime. And it looked like that was Mello perhaps on that side. I'm sorry. No, that was Nold. Adam Nold and Blake Bryan on that side, both corners out there. trying to cover that, and she beats both of them for the first down.
Huge throw to keep this drive alive. 1st and 10, now at the 46, under 3 to go in the third. Flip outside, Williams. Williams spins out of 1, tackled there at the 43.
We've heard a lot from Williams tonight, but we haven't heard a lot from Cornelius, and I'm kind of curious as to why that is, because we usually hear more than we have in games past. He only has 1 reception for 1 yard, and he's usually more involved in the plays.
4 receivers wide, play action. Tyree to throw again underneath the Williams. Tackled, pickup of 2 before Angel Maldonado makes the bring down. 3rd and 5.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but another 3rd down coming up. Now, Sioux Falls on the day on 3rd downs has done even worse than Indianapolis has. They're 2 for 7 on 3rd down conversions. Not even 50%. So we'll see here.
Tyree got it. 1st down to the 33.
And almost on cue, Cornelius with a nice completion over the middle. Couple plays after we mentioned his name not being called enough, he gets a completion over the middle for a nice gain to move the chains inside the 35-yard line. And now 3 for 8 and moving the chains. Now inside field goal range perhaps for Zashtel, but I'm sure they're looking for more.
2 more in the backfield. 1st down. Tyree scrambles off the right side, gets 2.
First time that play they tried it, they only got 1 yard. This time they double that and get 2. And Wiseman on the tackle that time, but I think they need to scrap that play and go to something else.
Yeah, has not worked for them against this Indianapolis defense. 2nd down, 8 to go. 2 deep safeties here for Indy. Tyree on the play action, fires outside, offline, incomplete coverage there by Adam Knoll.
I think that's better though that goes incomplete, because even if Kay Marion would have caught that going backwards, that had disaster written all over it, because her momentum would have been going backwards, and that probably would have been losing yards on that play. Probably would have pushed him out of field goal range.
Indianapolis looks like they might be playing some man defense here on 3rd and 8. Play action, Tyree pressure in his face, just got rid of it.
Yeah, that was man dime defense, it looked like, and they brought an extra defender up the middle on the pressure to get to the quarterback, and Rossi was the first one there to get in the face of Julian Tyree, excuse me, and that will bring Zashtel Black in on the field goal attempt for about a 48-yarder. We'll see if he has the leg to get this one through.
Trying to tie it up with 40 seconds to go in the 3rd. Kick on the way, and this one got it from 48 yards. We are tied up again.
Wow. We are, if these first 3 quarters are any indication of how this game has gone, and this 4th quarter is how the rest of this game is going to go, we are setting up for one monstrous ending to this game, because these first 3 quarters have been neck and neck with no separation whatsoever, and really it's anybody's ball game through the rest of this game if it keeps up this pace.
Kick is away. Sioux Falls with the opportunity to return. They will shake and bake. Rockefeller, man, you can never be sure, Nate.
No, you can't. And it looked like Rockefeller was starting left and then broke it off right, and had AJ Levy not been there to bring him down for the tackle, he might have had a seam off to that right-hand side down the sidelines for a few extra yards. I'm not sure he might if he would have gone all the way, but he would have gone for big yards on that return.
Short drop, Pierce under pressure, shake and bake, and not going to do it. That 50 tight end seam did not work there. Hawkins with his sack, a 3rd of the day for him.
Yeah. It's you try to duck once, and the second time you try to duck, it just doesn't work. And man, you just can't take that many sacks and expect to have positive outcomes from it as that one goes back for another 6 yards.
Looking to throw, flip outside. Here comes Christian Pierce. 4th grab of the night for him. Picks up a couple, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 23 points apiece, Nate. It was 20-20 at halftime. Both teams add 3 in the 3rd frame. We head to the 4th. Get your 4s, your 86s, and your 68s up in the chat. 11 minutes to decide who walks away a winner. 11 and overtime, I should say, if at all necessary. But 11 minutes is what both of these teams hope is all that it takes, and they hope to be on the winning side of it. 5 wide, 12 yards is what they need to pick up the first down for Colin Pierce, his 48th throw of the night. Going deep to the corner route. Got it! Mossed him! Oh, Ryan Roosevelt!
Wow, mossed him for real on that completion. Ryan Roosevelt just high-pointed that ball on the corner route right past the defender on that one. Oh, John Barnhart had no chance after Ryan Roosevelt high-pointed that thing. Nice catch up to the 44-yard line. And Ryan Roosevelt now up to 175 off of 13 completions and 18 targets, averaging 13.5 per catch. What a game.
Handoff up the middle. That's not happening.
Yeah, and Christian Pierce's dismal night is continuing. Now 7 yards on 5 carries. Just a night that he would like to forget about. And Colin Pierce probably going to have to try to do this on his own.
Short drop, looking to throw, fires across the middle, almost intercepted. Man, it looked there like Derek Williams was the one running the route, just couldn't catch it.
Yeah, that pass was most likely intended for Jay Viper. He was the closest wide receiver to that area on the slant pattern across the middle. However, Williams was one of the 2 or 3 defenders that was there to tip that one and bat it to the ground and incomplete. Probably should have came up with the interception, but Indianapolis catches a break once again.
Looking to throw, slants play, fires, caught, first down, in traffic, Banfield makes the grab.
Wow, and how did Banfield come up with that one? Because Barnett and Levy were both there to get to knock him down right after the catch, and just good presence of mind to hang on to that ball as he falls to the ground after the completion.
Looking to throw again across the middle. That is an arrow route. Picks up 9. Indianapolis moving deep into Sioux Falls territory, trying to cap it off with points.
Now 22 yards away from the end zone, and Colin Pierce now up to 383 off of 66% completion percentage, having himself a night.
Looking to throw again. Flip outside. Oh, got out of bounds. They're not what you wanted.
No, and that goes backwards for a yard, does Christian Pierce. Boy, if he's not doing well on the ground, he's not doing much better through those completions out in the flats either. That's his 5th reception for only 6 yards after that 1 yard loss. Boy, he's just not having any kind of production. Either way, he's going tonight.
Looking to throw again. Flip outside. Oh, nice deflection there. Sioux Falls has got to be happy with that play.
Absolutely. Nathan Barnett, Mr. Johnny on the spot on that play as he gets in there to bat that one up in the air and incomplete. Big third down defense right there for the Sparrows. And Top Kiefer, 4th field goal attempt coming up here for him to try to regain the lead once again here early in the 4th.
Here is the kick from Kiefer. Got it. 39 yards, Indianapolis. Back out in front.
And neither one of these teams want to get touchdowns here in the second half. It's been all field goals. It's been all field goals here in the second half since it's been 20-20. It was 23-23 tied there at the end of the third quarter. Now 26-23. One of these times, one of these teams is going to have to score a touchdown, I feel like, in order to win this game. It's just a matter of which offense is going to be the first one to break open that puzzle and put those pieces together in order to break the plane of the end zone.
Levy out to the 27-yard line. No further than that. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. 3 points the difference here. 8:34 to go. Tyree flips, caught. Charlemagne Cornelius out to the 38.
And that was all set up by the good play action in the backfield by Julian Tyree. He froze that defense, and after that good play action in the backfield, just was able to find the fullback wide open across the middle. Nice first down completion to get this drive started.
Looking to throw, flip outside. That one's caught. Warren turns the corner, first down to midfield.
Wow, good completion once again on that right side as Ernest McCray Sr. did everything he could to hang on for dear life to get that tackle along the sidelines, but nice completion over there by A.J. Warren as he goes out of bounds at midfield.
Split backs, one wide receiver spread, 4-3 look out of the defense. Turns, going nowhere. Will Todd asking everyone to smash that like button. Speaking of smashed, Indianapolis smashed that run right there.
Yeah, that one was going absolutely nowhere in a hurry. Big old number 99 right there to get that stop. That's going to be Jabril Kearse with that no gainer on that play, setting up a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw again. Flip outside, caught, turns the corner, has the edge, and picks up 8. 3rd and 2.
And a big stop there by Blake Prine along the sideline there on the left-hand side, not allowing Williams to get that first down. But a big 3rd down for this Indianapolis defense. This would be big if they could get this stop and not allow Sioux Falls to move anywhere closer to moving on the field.
Looking to throw, flip outside, wide open space there for Williams. Williams shakes one and will have the first down to the 30. This Sioux Falls drive, one of the better and more methodical ones of the night.
And I was thinking the same thing there on that completion, Andy. Wide open on that right-hand side. Where was the defense? Just Tyree was able to find Williams in stride with no defenders even in the picture after he catches that one. And all Williams had to do was turn around and run forward for another 10-plus yards to get the first down. You only needed 2, and those chains are going to move inside the 30-yard line, setting up great field position to get points.
5 plays. This is the 6th, and that makes it the longest Sioux Falls drive since the first half. Nate, they have really gone 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 10 yards or 10 plays for a field goal. But other than that 10-play field goal drive, it's been a light load for this Sioux Falls offense.
Yeah, and they've really not been on the field a whole lot here in the second half. It's been a lot of 3 and outs, as you stated, and this is one of the longest drives they've had here in the second half to easily the points to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Tyree up the gut, makes it 4 yards. Now under 6 minutes to go in the fourth, the clock becomes a big part of the conversation, Nate, because if you can't get in the end zone on this drive, you're going to need some time left on the back end to try and get a stop on Indy.
Yeah, and first things first, you want to try to get points first of all. If it's not a touchdown, you actually want a field goal. But third down here coming up.
Tyree pressured and finds a completion.
No.
Fumble, though,
No.
scooped up by Indy. It's either incomplete and fourth down or that fumble for Ernest McCray Sr. to scoop it up. Indy wants the fumble. Sioux Falls wants the incompletion.
This has got to be challenged, I should say, by the coaching staff for Sioux Falls to take another look at this, because that was such a bang play that R62 is going to have to take another look at it, and there's the red flag.
Yeah, they will. Sioux Falls wants to see about it, because that is a tie game coming off the board if it doesn't sit.
So we will take another look at it. From my vantage point, that looked to be such a bang play that didn't look to be a football move. Yeah, that's got to be an overturn there of an incomplete pass. But a big call coming up from R62.
After review, the receiver did have possession. It is therefore ruled a fumble. The visiting team.
And they, I think, are going to overturn that, and that means that it is going to be incomplete, just what Sioux Falls wanted. And, yep, you can hear the Boo Birds here in Indianapolis. They thought their defense came up with a big turnover.
And this is huge, because now, being fourth down, Zastro Black is going to have a chance to re-tie this game with his fourth field goal attempt with his 41-yarder.
5:31 to go. Hold down. Black puts the foot to it, and this one is good. From 40 yards, we are all knotted up.
And as you were stating on this drive, Andy, time is starting to become a factor now, almost exactly halfway through this fourth quarter with 5:28 left in this game, tied at 26 apiece. It's honestly, I think, going to be whoever has a ball last in this ball game, it feels like, because this thing has gone such back and forth throughout the second half and tied so many times that it's just got to be, at this point, it's just got to be whoever has the ball last. It just feels that way to me at this point.
Kick is away. Here comes the return, and Rockefeller will return it. Well, Nate, Indianapolis's longest drive of the night accounted for 2 minutes and 57 seconds of game time. They've never had a 5-minute drive, not in this game. If they could put together a 5-minute drive and kick a field goal, you'd have to like their odds. However, you'd be asking them to do something they're not used to, which is slow down.
Right, exactly. Well, that's a good start, getting a completion. It's a matter of if you got out of bounds or stayed in bounds. But a good out route ran by Banfield on that right-hand side. He did stay in bounds, so the clock will tick close to 5 minutes and probably tick under it when they take the next snap. Excuse me. But good start here to this drive.
2nd and 5. Need to get out to the 35 to move the chains. 4 wide. Pierce, flip outside. Pierce. Oh, flattened in the outside flat. Jay Ringgold dropped him.
Dropped him, more like speared him. Good thing Colin Pierce was able to get up after that one, because my chest felt that hit. What a big hit by Ringgold.
5 wide. 3-2 look here out of Sioux Falls. Shotgun for Pierce. Pierce wants it all on the corner route. Got it all! What a catch there! Ryan Roosevelt, another mossing on the outside.
And Roosevelt's well over 200 yards on the night after he just runs a slant and go, an up and go pattern past the cornerback that was trying to cover him, and absolutely mossed him as he got past the defender there and past midfield now. Clock's still moving under 4 minutes.
You made John Barnhart look like he was doing the YMCA song. He had the Y going up, trying to get a hand on it. 1st and 10. Flip outside. That one is caught, and he'll pick up 5 more.
Another out route to Ryan Roosevelt. Now that the clock's moving, and now that you're well inside the 40-yard line, the biggest thing now for Indianapolis, yes, you want to keep getting yards, but you also, biggest thing is ball control and ball safety.
I was just going to say, might be the perfect time of the night for the 6th run for Christian Pierce, and it is, and it works to perfection. That is really, really good game-changing. They've thrown it 57 times tonight, Nate. They had run it for 5 before that play, and with a little over 3.5 to go, they elected smartly to run the football for the 6th time.
Yeah, and really caught the defense off guard, not expecting them to go run there, and worked to perfection, got the first down. Now they can do whatever they want here on this first.
They'll give it to him again, and he's got more room up the middle. 8 yards there for Christian Pierce, his new long of the night. It was 6, now it's 8.
And if Indianapolis keeps getting this kind of yardage on these run plays, at some point, depending on Sioux Falls' defensive stands that they have coming up here, if they could come up with them, they're going to have to start burning timeouts at some point.
Man defense. Pierce pressured, throws outside. That's caught on the 50 tight end seam. 1st and 10 at the 19 and out of bounds to stop the clock.
And who else would it be but Ryan Roosevelt, who is now up over 210. He wasn't 207, but now up over 210 on that completion. And the man of the hour for sure, coming up with another big completion to get that first down. And now inside the red zone.
Nate, you have to do one of two things if you are Indianapolis. You either have to burn all the clock and kick a field goal with as little time possible, or score a touchdown. Pierce fires outside, caught, going backwards, lost at 4. The one thing you cannot do is turn the ball over, and you have to try and kill as much clock as you can either way.
Well, he went out of bounds, so the clock stopped.
Right.
And he went backwards, which lost 4 yards. That's 2 negatives that happened on one play. Not good if you're Indianapolis. You got to go forwards and you got to run clock.
2nd and 14, 2:18 to go here in the 4th. Flip outside, Pierce with room. Pierce stays in bounds, makes it 3rd and 8.
Another spear-jarring tackle on that play by a defender for Sioux Falls, but at least that play went positive, and that'll take us to warning here.
2 minutes to play in Indianapolis. 26 points a pop. Sioux Falls and Indianapolis trying to stay relevant in the Central Division. A win would take both of them closer. Don't go anywhere. It's the SFL on YouTube. He's Nate Hall. I'm Andy Hamilton. Ron Haynes and Gerald Smith in the stats truck for us. 2 minutes to decide who wins this one. And overtime if necessary. 4 wide, single back in the backfield. Colin Pierce looks to throw, fires across the middle. Oh, shakes the tackle! Rob Hunt, first catch of the night, Nate, and what a time!
Are you kidding me? What kind of move did Rob Hunt just put on that poor defender? Just ducked out of the way of that would-be tackler and moved forward for the 1st and goal up to the 8-yard line. Biggest play. First play of the night for Rob Hunt goes to the biggest play of the night for this offense as they get inside the 10, and Sioux Falls had to burn their first timeout.
Give up the middle. Pierce to the goal line. No! Down at the 1. Christian Pierce was fighting for pay dirt.
If you're Sioux Falls right now, you let Indianapolis score a touchdown, because at least if you let them score a touchdown here, you save one timeout. You save one timeout for your ensuing offensive possession, and you have a chance on offense to at least tie it up next time you have the ball.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if you let him score. Not a touchdown, maybe a field goal, but you want the time, but you also don't want to be down by 7, because then the best you can do is tie the game up.
Yeah, but if you don't let him score here, the clock's going to run out on you.
Nickel look, give. Pierce up the middle. He will score. Touchdown. Christian Pierce, his 9th carry of the night, hits pay dirt and gives Indianapolis the lead in front of the hometown.
Well, Christian Pierce, after such a dismal outing, gets his 31st and 32nd yards of this evening and gets a touchdown to add to his stat line. And probably the biggest touchdown of the night for this offense, as Indianapolis gets the first touchdown for this offense here in the second half to help them go up by 6 points, 7 if they get this extra point, and go up late in this ball game, and looking for their defense to get a big stop here once Sioux Falls gets the ball back.
So it's a 7-point difference between these two teams. And we will see what A.J. Levy has here on the other side. Has the most kick return yards in the SFL this year. Second most kick return yards all time, over 14,000 in his career. Return out to the 27-yard line, nothing more than that. Are you liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. 4 receivers wide, 3-2 look here out of Indy. Looking to throw, Tyree across the middle, caught, 9-yard pickup.
Okay, you got the reception. Now you got to get up and help your offense out, get back into formation.
It's Michael Knight on the grab, looking to throw again. Tyree fires outside, tipped away, incomplete. Kanye Rockefeller got a hand to it.
Yes, he did. And a big pass deflection right there to slow down that play from going anywhere. Bring up a big third down for this Sioux Falls offense.
Three receivers wide for Tyree. Thrown it 43 times tonight. Leading receiver is Michael Knight, 92 yards for him. Tyree fires. That one is caught, and that is a first down. Kay Marion, she brings it to midfield. Hurry up offense against the 3-3 look of Indianapolis. For Marion, and it's incomplete. There was traffic there, and they're lucky that wasn't picked.
Yeah, she was there within about 2 or 3 different defenders there, as the closest defender to bat it away was Chad McDevitt, the outside linebacker, to knock it down and complete.
2nd and 10, midfield. 3 receivers wide, nickel look again. Tyree in the gun, looking to throw, fires, almost picked off again. That was Wiseman.
Wiseman has come up with some big plays in this game tonight, and he keeps making plays for this defense. 8 tackles now on the night. That is his 4th pass deflection. Probably none bigger so far than that one.
Defense chance, ring out around the snake pit. 4 receivers wide. They need 10 yards. They need to get to the 40. Tyree, play action, fires outside, caught, couple yards short. It's 4 down territory, though. Kay Marion brings it in. She's at the 43. They need 3.
Big. This is 4th and ball game right here now for Sioux Falls. They take their last time out, first of all, so they have no more time to stop the clock the rest of this ball game with just over a minute left. But first things first, you need 3 yards to keep this game going for the Sparrows.
4 receivers wide. Wow, a quick out route to the top is money right here.
Yes, it is.
63 seconds on the clock. Tyree to throw. They do exactly that, and it's wide open for A.J. Warren. Warren, shake and bake. A.J. Warren down the sideline to the 18-yard line.
Look out for Warren. Look out for Knight.
Tyree hurries back to the line. 45 seconds and ticking. Fires near outside to this sideline. Ben Harrison, his first grab of the night, puts him first and goal at the 8. Very similar to what Rob Hunt did on the other end of the field.
Wow. First time we've called Ben Harrison tonight. Goes for 10 yards inside the 10-yard line. And these first-time catches on this evening for these guys. Rob Hunt first for Indianapolis, and now Ben Harrison making big-time plays these last couple of minutes here.
Goal to go. Firing back in the end zone. Terrazas got it! Touchdown, Sparrows! Drag the toes, Noe Terrazas!
I wasn't sure if they were going to call a touchdown for Noe Terrazas on that play because it was so close to that back line of the end zone, but they're going to say Noe got that toe just inside the back line of that end zone, and toe drag swag. 1 point away for Zastral Black to get this extra point and to tie this thing up. And wow, what a game and what a drive for Sioux Falls to come back and answer to tie this game up with this extra point.
38 seconds to go. Extra point from Black, up and good. 33 points apiece, and it's now squarely on the shoulders of Colin Pierce, Kanye Rockefeller, the offense and the special teams of the Ramblers. Do they have it in them, or are we going to a fifth frame?
Thing is, Indianapolis has all 3 timeouts, thus Colin Pierce in his back pocket, and they only need to get in field goal range.
Kanye Rockefeller, 7 return touchdowns in his career. Does he have an 8th up his sleeve? Return here, shake, bake, no. Out to the 23, no further. Well, we've seen Indianapolis strike on one play, Nate. They are a big offense. The question is Colin Pierce's arm anything more than a pool noodle at this point? He's thrown it 61 times tonight.
He's going to have to throw it a few more times and try to get over 65 attempts to try to win this thing. I think you got to get Ryan Roosevelt a few more touches to try to get this thing into scoring range.
Caught. Randy Pierce down to the 37. Indianapolis, their first timeout comes off the board.
Randy Pierce with his 3rd completion of the game. Did whilst we called his name, but we call it here on a nice tight end corner route, I should say, past the Sioux Falls defense, and a quick first down up past the 35-yard line. And one play is all it takes to get that first down. Indianapolis, if they keep this kind of efficiency up, they can move the ball quick. We've seen it all game long.
4 receivers wide. Sioux Falls playing man. Watch the slot receivers here. Colin Pierce looking to throw on the slant play. Randy Pierce collects. Down to the 45-yard line, and another timeout from Indianapolis.
And quickly, Randy Pierce is becoming the go-to man on this drive. First down catch on the first play, 8-yard catch on first down on the second play, setting up a 2nd and 2. But they're moving the ball quick just past the 45-yard line now on this second down play.
3 receivers wide. Another man defense out of Sioux Falls. Maybe a blitz coming. They'll rush 4. Pierce fires deep down the middle. Collected and almost into field goal range. Might be on the edge of it. They're going to go hurry up offense here. 14.
They got to hurry.
13. Time is running, and Colin Pierce spikes it with 11.
They have time for one more quick play, I think, to try to get it closer to Top Kiefer's field goal range here to try to get this into a game-winning position for him. He's already got... Oh, they're going to try it now. He's got 4 field goal attempts. This is going to be past...
Man.
This is going to be past 50 yards out. This is going to be right at 50 yards out to try to win the game on his 5th field goal attempt.
Kiefer is out. He's 4 for 4 tonight. 9 of 10 coming into tonight's game. Hold down. Kick is up from Top Kiefer. The rookie has got it from 50 yards and puts Indianapolis back out in front.
Top Kiefer, are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, remember the name, the rookie, Top Kiefer, to get his team in front with 7 seconds left. But don't go anywhere. AJ Levy gets one more crack at it.
The most dangerous return man in the game. 15 return touchdowns in his career. Does he have a vintage moment up his sleeve? Out across the 25, spins once, shakes. No, he will be down. Sioux Falls will have one play to find their way to the end zone.
All right. So let's see. Who was it that played Portland last week on the game that I called, and their opponents got Tulsa. Tulsa's JQ got a game winner of a pass to Gabriel Manning. Let's see if the quarterback here can do the same thing for Sioux Falls.
Tyree, 51st throw of the night. It's all slants. It is incomplete, and that will end it. Indianapolis will take the victory here at home off the leg of the rookie Top Kiefer. And man, a 36-33 victory at the Snake Pit. Nate, what a game.
Oh, what a game indeed. We couldn't ask for a better game tonight. Just back and forth the entire way. We got the shootout that we wanted. Wasn't quite the shootout that we thought we were going to get. But not as many touchdowns as we thought we were going to get. The kickers, though, came up big in this game. No kicker, though, came up as big as Top Kiefer for Indianapolis. 5 for 5 on his field goals. None bigger, though, than the game winner at the very end. Just an all-around great effort by this Indianapolis offense. Colin Pierce, 71% on his passes, 477 yards. He'll probably be the player of the game if Top Kiefer doesn't get it, just because of how many yards he had through the air. Or it could be Ryan Roosevelt with his 232 yards and 1 touchdown in receiving. However, big games by both those guys for Indianapolis. Tough loss, though, if you're Sioux Falls. You were in it throughout the entire ball game. Just a huge, heartbreaking loss for this Sparrow team. It was neck and neck. It could have gone either way, but they'll look to regroup and try to get their team back and ready to go. Each of these teams have bye weeks next week. Sioux Falls will look to take on Vancouver, your Vancouver squad, in Week 12.
Wow, yeah, what a game from both teams. Statistically, they both put up really good efforts. 50 passes for Julian Tyree, 64 for Colin Pierce. Your player of the game is Colin Pierce there, 500 yards, 2 scores, and the win for Indianapolis. Well, for Nate Hall, I'm Andy Hamilton. For Gerald Smith and Ron Haynes in the Stats Truck, for Cameron Irvine and the rest of the Simulation Football League, we wish you a good Sunday and a good rest of your week. We'll see you next week for the Simulation Football League.